Hello, and welcome back to a world of ice and fire mod. My name is Bronson Snow, and this is my story. Well, I've decided to travel back up to the Frostfang camp. On my way I stopped at Sisterton to drop off some trade goods, and I find Bronson Snow in a tavern. I'm going to talk to him. Hello, stranger. Let me introduce myself. I'm Bronson Snow. Perhaps you've heard of me. After all, the bard Hef composed an epic saga bearing my name. I might have heard something about that. You are a Snow? Yes. My mother was from House Ironsmith, but she died in childbirth. I apprenticed as a smith in Barrowton, with the support of my grandparents and on my mother's side, before turning my hand at fur trading. With all these wars starting, I was hoping to find work as a soldier. Well, I'm always looking for reliable soldiers. I will not let you down, my lord. But first, let's talk about payment. I warn you, though, I had a little too much to drink last night, crashed out and lost my progress from the last few days, so my price may be a little steeper than normal. With that in mind, I would require 3,500 stags. Alright, I expect your loyalty, none of this taking over the north in your own name nonsense. Good. Give me a few moments to prepare and I'll be ready to move. Alright then. Come along. Anyway, I'll cut away here and come back a bit later. See you then. Alright, I'm back. Well, I've noticed a few things have happened since I cut away. Or rather, that I haven't shown you yet. Well, I've noticed that the Iron Islands have invaded the Reach down south. They've taken the Shield Islands, Old Oak, New Barrel and Red Lake, and Golden Grove. The Dornish, I've noticed, have lost all their lands around the Crown Lands. All these brown fiefs belong to Dragonstone. And the Vale has at least partially invaded Dorne. The Vale have conquered most of the Riverlands, except for these few fiefs right here. Up north, I've noticed that several lords without factions, a Stormlands lord and 3 Tyroshi lords, have come to the Frostfang camp. Perhaps I can convince them to join me. I could probably give them a village that could help defend them a bit. Also, I've looked at the stats of Bronson Snow, and he's a very good trader. Or Bronson Snow. Yep. And he has some good trading. Of course, he had some time as a fur trader and a smith, so that makes sense. He has some okay combat skills. I'm thinking I'll upgrade his charisma, make him a good trader, perhaps a emissary through persuasion. That might be the way to go with him. Anyway, now that I'm back up north, I've made a decision. I've had a very hard time recruiting bravos from the Bravosi villages, so I'm going to send a few recruits from my town to recruit Bravosi peasants. Now, it's likely most of them will die on this journey, so I'll just send 3 perhaps and send the other one somewhere else, perhaps the north, to recruit. I've only been able to recruit from Bravos itself because the Bravosi lords are always recruiting from the villages. But if I leave recruiters there, they'll recruit, and I don't have to sit around and wait for the villages to, you know, have recruits available. I've also decided that I'm going to take some of my soldiers and lay siege to Harrenhal. This will give me a base in the south from which I can attack the Westerlands and the Iron Islands with whom I'm at war. It might pressure them to make peace. Now I can deal with the free folk at my leisure. The Night's Watch are destroying them since I've defeated their armies, the wildling armies. They've retaken the Shadow Tower. And I might fight a few wildlings before I move south. Anyway, let's see if I can recruit a few lords in here. But I have a few things to do first. A little trading. I also have quite a bit of money in here. 22,000. I'll buy a bit more. Cheaper to buy these instead of this. Anyone want to join me? Nope. Increases the spread of knowledge in your name. Alright. Pay from the treasury. I'll trade with a few locals. I noticed that sacks of wool are ridiculously high priced here. I'll take some goat. Bit much. Perhaps I'll give this banner to someone. Let's see if anyone wants to join me at the inn. And there always seems to be a ransom broker like Trevor in here. Now, Sir Whitehead here had very few troops, but a lot of prisoners, which could be useful. However, I noticed that the Magisters here from Tyrosh have far more soldiers in their companies. My name's Dennis Snow. How are you today? I'm Magister Olo Historis, a vassal of Tyrosh. Ah yes, at last we meet. Let's talk. Right, I can't talk to him because he is with his other Tyroshi lords here. That's why he can't. Perhaps I'll recruit the Stormlander. I'm Bronson Snow, nice to meet you. Let's talk. Alright then. Oh, he wants me to track down a spy. Of course, the Stormlands were at war with the Reach, and I don't want to travel all the way down to the Reach. No thank you. Very good. Alright. You go and recruit some Bravosi. I want 50 of them. And another 50. Alright. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll offer the giant stair to I see I have to pick an existing kingdom. A lord from the Riverlands, perhaps. Perhaps I can't choose someone because I haven't actually met any lords from the Riverlands. Alright, let's try this again. Persuade a lord from... offer the giant star to a lord from the north. Right here I've met a few northern lords. Alright, good to know. Alright, well, I think I'm going to cut away here and come back in a moment. See you then. Well, after I cut away, I fought several small bandit parties in this area while waiting for Stir the Magnar and the Lord of Bones to leave. I also managed to defeat the Weeper, who had 14 soldiers, and Mance Raider, who had a little over 100. I have my party down to 120 because that's the only way I think these men are likely to fight me. I'll fight you to the end. Charge the enemy. Archers, hold here. Infantry, hold there. Alright, charge in. Cavalry, attack them from the side. Archers, hold there. Let them come. Cavalry, over there. And charging. Perhaps I should have brought more men to fight Stir. Or positioned my archers in a better place early on. That'll do. All right. Poor move on my part. That'll do. Well, I think I'm gonna leave. I'm not strong enough to fight Stir with all these troops. Perhaps if I had some Moon Brothers with me. Would have been better. I would like to retreat. I lost 117. They lost, well, a little more than half their army. Anyway, I'll come back and fight them again. See you next time. Alright, I'm back. Well, looks like the Lord of Bones has come out. I've noticed that the recruits that I sent from the Frostfang camp haven't been moving. There's one that's been sitting right here for days. They only move in response to bandits in the area. Though perhaps there are some that are moving closer to Bravos. Hard to say. Anyway, Lord of Bones, your time's up. Once I get the Magnar at Thenn. Surrender a die. Charge.
Face me and die!
I'm not going to get any prisoners for this, except perhaps the Lord of Bones. Unfortunate. I have a lot of levies with me, but I do have some northern clansmen, which could be useful. And we've won. I lost 35 to death. That's acceptable. You are now my prisoner. I have Mance Raider and the Weeper as prisoners. They should fetch good ransoms. Anyway, I'll cut away here and come back when I'm fighting the Magnar. See you then. Alright, we're back. Well, I put a small wildling group up here. And Stir the Magnar has chosen to follow me. I have a few prisoners. I may recruit a few. No one wants to join me, that's fine. Everyone's upgraded. Good. We'll fight you to the end.
Face me and die!
I have 20 Moon Brothers with me. They are especially effective against wildlings. Archers hold here. Cavalry over there. Somewhere. And charge. The Thenn seem particularly tough. Pull back, archers. Hold there. Pull back. Good job, Serial. But he fell. Magnar's hard. Then again, I brought mostly weak soldiers. I only brought 20 Moon Brothers. If I brought more, maybe things would have turned out differently. I'll retreat. Lost 100. Well, they're down to their last few. You know what? I can win.
I'll rip your head off.
Skirmishers. Or spearmen or something. Once I'm done fighting all these wildlings, I'm going to move south and take Harrenhal from the Westerlands. Assuming it hasn't been taken already, it's been a few days since I've checked. I suppose. I have bad accuracy. Archers can charge now.
I'll rip your head off.
And we've won. Good job. And he escaped. But that's fine. I defeated him. Now to march south. I think the chosen axemen are worth more. That'll do. Bury the dead and gather the loot. Alright. Someone can hold a horn. But it increases their morale and leadership of a party. I may give that to one of my companions. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed the video thus far. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Perhaps at Harrenhal. See you then.